This is my Liam. He's fantastic. Everyone should have a Liam.
Hi guys. As you noticed, as last time you saw this lady, all those viewers and likers and fans, this is Tita Sid. If you don't really know her or if you've seen her around, then you must have been lucky. Now I'm gonna turn it over to the beautiful, wonderful lady, Sid.
Wow, thank you. So the story that I heard was that a friend of mine came up to me and said, this is what's happening at work. At work, they're assuming that one of my coworkers and I are having an inappropriate relationship because we have workplace banter. We joke with each other, we get angry, we laugh, we work closely together. But I'm married, and even the idea of being labeled a work spouse is insulting, right? So this person was venting to me about the frustrations of being at work and then being mislabeled. It sounded just like workplace banter, which everybody has when they have to work in close proximity, and you're not allowed to throw something at somebody. So you just say whatever you say, or you joke, or you get irritated and you clean it up, because that's what you do when you're part of a team. Anyway, she had a third party who would always make snide and sly comments. And so at first, she just took it like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal, she's just joking. And then she realized that this person was implying there were innuendos implied in what she was saying. And then this third person who was just observing this relationship was saying, oh, I know you're not really doing anything crazy, I just like to make you uncomfortable. So I told my friend, that's odd. She's letting you know that she likes to make you uncomfortable. She said, yeah, but it really is distracting, and it's starting to impede on her productivity. And I thought, it's because it's harassment, because you're getting harassed at work. Someone is distracting you, I think mislabeling you, and it probably has to be addressed. And so I walk through, steps. Okay, do you need to have a conversation with this coworker that you have banter with? Do you need to go double check that it's kosher? Is everything okay with the relationship you have? And she said, yeah, I actually did double check. We are fine. I said, okay, great. So when this person says something inappropriate to you, like assuming that that's your work spouse, or saying that you have a very saucy relationship that you clearly don't have because you're happily married, what do you say? She said, I said nothing. I said, okay, let's play with what you could say. And this is when I think as women we have a lot of area of growth. This is something that I had to be taught, and my incredible sister taught me this, which is sometimes we have to say something and we have to be okay with the fact that we're going to make someone uncomfortable, and then leave it alone. Don't fix it, don't clean it up. I said, if this person attempts to address something with you and it's inappropriate and unfair and completely uncalled for and unprofessional, all you really have to say is, excuse me? And just look at them. Excuse me? I'm sorry, what are you implying? Or, excuse me, is there something you'd like to say? Because I think you're hinting at something, and it makes me really uncomfortable. And then the advice I gave my friend was, and then after that, get out of there. Say excuse me and then take your leave. And we just had this entire debate about, wait, what do you mean say that? Wait, what do you mean that's harassment? And really breaking down that when other people make a point to make you uncomfortable, as women, we've been taught to just suck it up and take it on the chin, but we actually never have to do that. We don't owe anyone the time it takes to humor them. As women, we need to be okay making other people uncomfortable when they make us uncomfortable. Because people make us uncomfortable a lot. And so if, you can play with scripts to make people uncomfortable or to have them check themselves, but then at the end of the day, There just has to be a boundary set. And something as simple as excuse me, or I'm not comfortable, or I'm not sure what you're implying, can you please be clear? These things can be said kindly and firmly, and they will have the other person think about who they are and what they're saying, what they're implying. And if that's really the impression that they want to leave. And what needed to be addressed is, one, it sounds like harassment, and two, there just needs to be firmer boundaries around who you are and who you're not. And when people don't know who you are and who you're not, you need to let them know. And sometimes you let them know by saying, excuse me, and then letting them sit with themselves. Because now they have to go off and go, ooh, I clearly stepped on a foot. I stepped on someone's toes. And they have an opportunity to clean it up or just to stop. And then if that doesn't work, just tell them to stop. You know, you can just tell them, I'm really uncomfortable. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'd like you to stop. And she has a really great philosophy about marriage. You know, to her, it's a sanctity and it's sacred. And so the idea of a work spouse is insulting to the amount of work it takes to maintain a marriage. Not to say that there aren't people at work that you do, you know, have complementary relationships with, but the amount of work it takes to raise kids and, you know, be married, that's not a loose term for them. So I told her, if you don't like her using that term, tell her that term doesn't work for you and it doesn't apply to you. And tell her that you work too hard for the marriage you actually have to joke in terms about things that you actually don't want.